Well, you can't help but love the business story of Chemist Warehouse. It was started by two brothers, Jack and Sam Gance, in Melbourne's northern suburb of Reservoir. They took on an intern, fresh out of university with a pharmacy degree, a bloke called Mario Verrocchi. That was back in 1972. In the year 2000, Jack Gance and Mario Verrocchi, who's now the CEO, started Chemist Warehouse. That was some 25 years ago. And this week, the company made its way onto the stock exchange via a reverse takeover with pharmaceuticals company Sigma Healthcare. But now Chemist Warehouse is the dominant pharmacy brand in Australia. It has more than 20,000 employees. And those three pioneers, even that intern who became the CEO, are multi-billionaires and among the wealthiest people in Australia. Well, Ed Boyd was at the ASX as the shares started trading and the celebrations began.
It was one of the most anticipated listing ceremonies in years. The union of the giant consumer brand Chemist Warehouse with the ASX-listed pharmacy franchisor and distributor, Sigma Healthcare.
No, we've got to say, what the Sigma? What the Sigma?
The bell was rung at 10:09 a.m. by the co-founders of Chemist Warehouse, Jack Gance, Sam Gance and Mario Verrocchi, along with the CEO of Sigma, Vikesh Ramsunder.
3, 2, 1. Here we go.
The atmosphere in the room was jovial, with champagne flowing at 9:30, and the bell ringing instantly created more than 100 millionaires and made the co-founders billionaires. Jack and his brother Sam bought their first chemist in the Melbourne suburb of Reservoir in 1972. They then hired Mario as an intern in 1980.
And boy, have we been patient. Some of us for 10 years, some of us for 20, some 30, some 40, some 50, up to 50 years. To become what some people say is an overnight success.
Jack says there was a turning point 25 years ago.
The success was in 2000 when we changed the model and we reduced the prices and we gave the consumers what they want. And that was what made the whole thing take off. Giving the consumers what they want is really the important part, and the suppliers benefit from the increased sales. We're able to grow a business from $2 million to $10 million just by making sure that we had more happy consumers giving them what they wanted at the right prices. And that's a success.
And now you're on the stock market. What's next for Chemist Warehouse?
Well, we're amalgamating with Sigma means we'll be able to share the benefits of working with them, all the synergies, and expansion overseas. We're going to grow this business worldwide.
And just explain why you really rely on advertising and how important that is on TV, radio and newspapers.
What it is, the whole thing is based upon giving the consumers what they want. We're the only pharmacy group all around the world that provides the sort of benefits we do to the consumer. You can do it if you really work the whole program so that you can achieve those results. We've seen the results in America, we've seen the results. We went over to New Zealand, and New Zealand, we've now got 54 stores, over $1 billion in New Zealand.
And how competitive is the market today compared to back in the 70s?
Still very competitive, but I think because of our pricing advantage and the size of our stores, that we are very hard to beat. But the thing is, we don't kill our competitors, we grow the market. Our competitors might go down by a little bit, but we're the ones that grow, and we're the ones that grow by having slightly more product and more people of all different types.
And Mario, in his speech, he talked about how it's a real family business. Now you're on the stock market. Is there going to be any changes at all?
I'm still excited. I'm going to keep working. I've got no hobbies. I'm going to do this for a long time.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chemist Warehouse is a franchisor of around 600 pharmacies and retail stores and is also a wholesale distributor to its franchisees. Sigma has wholesale, distribution and retail pharmaceutical operations. The merger was first announced in 2023 and needed to satisfy some competition hurdles. Sigma's now joining what Mario described as a family business.
Company.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's such a wonderful feeling. It's truly transformative for both Sigma and for Chemist Warehouse. So I'm energized about the future because it just gives me a much larger organization, that I can use to extract efficiencies, extract opportunities and help grow. So it's very exciting for myself personally.
Yeah, and how will you manage the distribution business, the Chemist Warehouse stores and the other chemist companies that you own? How's that all going to play out?
Firstly, I have to say I'm really glad Mario Verrocchi is still staying with us. You know, he's going to help continue to grow the franchise brands. You know, having one of the founders and actually all the founders to some degree involved in the company, for me is actually quite a relief. It gives me the requisite support that I require. I'll bring in my corporate expertise and my ability to grow businesses and use that as we try to extract value into the future. We haven't really had a chance to engage with one another. In fact, until yesterday, we were competing.
Mario summed up the sentiment well.
How's it been today? Been a bit of a blur?
No, I mean, it's been exciting. I think it's the culmination of 40 years, and today's all the hard work's done. So today's celebration day. So we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, who have you got in the room here?
If we had everybody that we wanted to be in the room, we'd have to have like a room for 500 people, and that's probably the only tinge of regret. But people in the room is obviously your family really important because they're your support. You've got the original partners that started off with us from the start, and probably were instrumental in laying down all the foundations. And we've got some long-time workers, people that have worked for 40, 30 plus years for us. So it's a great day, great celebration day.
Yeah, in your speech you talked about the grind and the patience. Did you have any doubts over that 40 or 50 years of potentially ending up where you are today on the stock market?
Do you want the right answer or the wrong answer? The answer is you can never predict this stuff, and I think we're successful, and I've said this before, out of the fear of failure. I think we work so hard because we're so scared to fail. And I think that's got to do with our upbringing and whatever. But you can't predict this stuff. This stuff just evolves, and you just got to take your chances when they come. And we have a saying that says, if you want, success lies at the intersection of being prepared and the opportunity. So we stay prepared. When the opportunity comes, we take it, and we've been successful. So I'm grateful for that.
And what is the secret to Chemist Warehouse's success?
You heard it, the grind. Everybody thinks there's magic. There's no magic. For anybody starting a business, can I give you a tip? It won't happen in 2 years. It won't happen in 3 years. It won't happen in 10 years. You just got to grind it. You got to grind it, and it's like I said, nothing happens for a long time, and then the next day you're like the biggest thing in the world. Yeah, it's a grind.
And what does What the Sigma mean to you?
It's exactly what I just said. What the Sigma means we're so cool. We're good and we're cool.